It started subtly, you know, a little less gas in the tank, a few pounds more around the middle that wouldn't budge, no matter how many miles I logged on the treadmill. I just chalked it up to getting older. 40-something, right? This is what happens. You slow down, you accept it. But then came the whispers, the little voice in the back of my head that started planting seeds of doubt. I'd be at the gym, struggling to lift the same weight I used to toss around like it was nothing, and I'd catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. This deflated version of myself. And I'd wonder, is this it? Am I just fading away? The real gut punch came outside the gym. It was at a dinner party, actually. Friends, good food, the kind of night I usually looked forward to. But I was tired, drained. While everyone else was laughing and joking, I was fighting to keep my eyes open, feeling this overwhelming sense of fatigue wash over me. I felt like I was watching them from behind a pane of glass, separate, diminished. And the worst part, I saw the looks. The subtle glances from the other guys, the ones who were still sharp, still vibrant. I could almost hear what they were thinking. He's lost a step. It's like they knew, like they could see the cracks in my armor, the weakness I was desperately trying to hide. That night, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, it hit me. I wasn't just tired. I was ashamed. Ashamed of my body, ashamed of my lack of energy, ashamed of feeling like I was letting everyone down, including myself. And the nighttime trips to the bathroom didn't help. Every time I got up to pee, I felt even worse. It was like another nail in the coffin. More evidence that my body was betraying me, that my youth was gone. Your bladder muscles need oxygen-rich blood to hold urine. Poor circulation, weak bladder. I started dreading going to sleep, knowing that the cycle would repeat itself night after night. I started avoiding things, dates with my wife, golf with the guys, anything that required me to be on. I became a master of excuses, a professional avoider. Because the truth was, I didn't want anyone to see me like this. Broken, less than, a shadow of my former self. I tried everything. Different diets, more exercise, cutting back on alcohol. Nothing seemed to work. The fatigue lingered, the weakness persisted, and the shame grew stronger with each passing day. I felt trapped, like I was slowly being suffocated by my own body. I remember one particularly bad day. I was snapping at my wife, short with my kids, and generally just being a miserable human being. After they went to bed, I sat alone in the living room, staring into the darkness, and I finally admitted it to myself. I was losing. I was losing my energy, my strength, my confidence, my life, and I didn't know how to get it back. I felt like less of a man. I felt like I was failing, and I was terrified, because if I couldn't fix this, what kind of future did I have? What kind of husband, father, and man would I be? The thought kept me up all night. This is when I knew something had to change. This wasn't just about vanity or ego. This was about my health, my happiness, my very identity. This was about reclaiming my life. It started with the nights, waking up. That desperate scramble in the dark, the shuffle to the bathroom, the frustrating trickle that felt like a dam slowly cracking. If you wake up to pee at night, you know the feeling. It's not just the sleep deprivation, it's the nagging feeling that something's fundamentally wrong, and it's embarrassing to talk about, isn't it? I started avoiding liquids after dinner. I tried those ridiculous bladder control exercises they advertise on TV. Nothing worked. The trips to the bathroom just kept piling up. And the worst part? I started dreading bedtime. I felt like I was trapped in a prison built by my own body. Then, one night, wide awake at 3 a.m., I started researching. I wasn't looking for a quick fix or another pharmaceutical band-aid. I wanted to understand this was happening. And that's when I stumbled onto something that changed everything: nitric oxide. Now, I'm no scientist, but the way I understood it is this. Nitric oxide is like the key that unlocks your blood vessels, allowing them to relax and widen. This creates better blood flow throughout your entire body. And that includes, well, and here's the kicker. As we age, our bodies produce less and less of it. Think about it. If your bladder muscles aren't getting enough oxygen-rich blood, how can they possibly function properly? They get weak, they spasm, and that's why you're up all night making trips to the toilet. Poor circulation equals a weak bladder. It all made sense. I was furious. I'd been listening to doctors, following conventional wisdom, and all the while the answer was right there, hidden in plain sight. They push pills and procedures, but they never talk about the declining levels of nitric oxide in our aging bodies. It felt like I'd been lied to, deliberately misled. How much of my suffering, how much of my declining health was simply because I didn't know about something as fundamental as nitric oxide. That realization fueled me. I became obsessed with finding natural ways to boost my nitric oxide levels. I read everything I could get my hands on. I experimented with different foods, different exercises, different supplements. And that's when I discovered the power of specific nutrients working together in synergy. That's when I discovered Bustaro. It contains L-citrulline, which converts to L-arginine in the body, a precursor to nitric oxide production. Then there's pine bark extract, a potent antioxidant that helps protect nitric oxide from breaking down, keeping it circulating longer. Add in vitamin C, crucial for blood vessel health. L-lysine for its overall support of the circulatory system. Magnesium for muscle relaxation. And vitamin K2, vital for healthy arteries. These ingredients in the right combination are a game changer. Within weeks of starting on Bustaro, everything started to change. The late-night trips to the bathroom became less frequent. I started sleeping through the night. I woke up feeling rested, energized, and ready to face the day. But it was more than just the sleep. It was the return of something I thought I'd lost forever: my vitality, my confidence, my edge. Look, I'm not a doctor. I can't promise you'll experience the same results I did, but I can tell you this. Bustaro gave me my life back. It gave me back my confidence, my energy, and my hope for the future. And that's why I'm sharing my story with you, because I believe every man deserves to feel his best, regardless of his age. If you're tired of feeling like you're losing the battle against aging, if you're ready to reclaim your vitality and rediscover the man you used to be, then I urge you to take action. I've even put together a guide for anyone interested in learning and discovering how mature men are supporting healthy blood flow and vitality naturally, without relying on artificial solutions. It's packed with information about nitric oxide, the specific nutrients that can help boost its production, and the lifestyle changes you can make to support your overall health. Don't let age define you. Take control of your health and start living the life you deserve. And that's exactly what I did. I started researching. I dove deep into the science, desperate for a solution that wasn't some pharmaceutical quick fix with a laundry list of side effects longer than my arm. That's when I stumbled upon the power of nitric oxide and how crucial it is for healthy blood flow. And that's when I found the specific ingredients that could help my body produce more of it naturally. I'm talking about things like vitamin C, pine bark extract, L-citrulline, and L-lysine. I learned how these ingredients work together to support healthy blood vessels, improve circulation, and ultimately restore vitality. Look, I'm no scientist, but the research was compelling. The studies were there, and frankly, I was desperate enough to try anything at that point. So I started experimenting. I tried different combinations, different dosages, trying to find the perfect blend that would work for me. And that's when I discovered Bustaro. It wasn't just about throwing a bunch of ingredients together. It was about finding the combination, the ratios, to create a synergistic effect. a formula that would actually deliver results. I remember the first few days, I didn't notice much. I almost gave up, thought it was just another empty promise. But something kept me going. Maybe it was the hope, maybe it was the desperation, I don't know. But I stuck with it. And then, one morning, it happened. I woke up, and there it was. The morning salute was back, not as strong as it was in my 20s maybe, but it was there. A clear sign that things were changing, that the blood was flowing again. I felt alive. That was just the beginning. Over the next few weeks, the changes were undeniable. The energy came back, not just a fleeting burst, but a sustained, consistent energy that lasted throughout the day. The brain fog lifted. I could focus again. I felt like myself again. My wife noticed too, of course. And let me tell you, that made a world of difference. It wasn't just about the physical stuff. It was about the connection, the intimacy, the feeling of being desired again. I know it sounds like a miracle, and maybe it is in a way, but it's not magic, it's science. It's about giving your body what it needs to function properly. It's about restoring healthy blood flow and reclaiming your vitality. It's about taking control of your health and refusing to let age define you. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't easy. There were times when I wanted to quit, when I thought it was hopeless, but I'm so glad I didn't, because Bustaro changed my life. It gave me back my confidence, my energy, my manhood. And that's why I'm sharing my story with you. Because I believe every man deserves to feel this good, regardless of his age. I'm not a doctor, so this isn't medical advice. Do your own research and talk to your doctor. If you're tired of feeling like you're losing the battle against aging, if you're ready to reclaim your vitality and rediscover the man you used to be, then I urge you to take action. Check out this guide for anyone interested in learning and discovering how mature men are supporting healthy blood flow and vitality naturally, without relying on artificial solutions.